Ashton Applewhite, an author and activist, and I am working to help catalyze a movement to make ageism, discrimination, and stereotyping on the basis of age as unacceptable as any other form of prejudice. I've written a book called This Chair Rocks, a manifesto against ageism. I've gotten a standing ovation on the TED main stage, and in the process, I have learned that our fears about growing older are way out of proportion to reality because we live in such an ageist world. We experience ageism anytime someone assumes that we're too old for something, a task, a haircut, a relationship, you name it, instead of finding out who we are and what we're capable of, or too young. Ageism cuts both ways, although in our youth-obsessed society, older people bear the brunt. Like racism and sexism, ageism serves a social and economic purpose to legitimize and sustain inequalities between different groups. It's not about how we look. It's about how people in power want our appearance to mean, what that means to them, and how they use it to sustain inequalities and maintain the status quo. And it's also about how we feel about how we look and who we are. Stereotyping, which is the assumption that everyone in a group is the same, underlies ageism as it does all isms. And of course, stereotyping is always a mistake, but especially when it comes to age, because the older we get, the more different from one another we become. The older the person, the less their age reveals about them. Attitudes about age, as well as race and gender, start to form in early childhood. And over a lifetime, it's easy for them to harden into a set of apparent truths. It's just the way it is. And unless we challenge those stereotypes, old people are incompetent, wrinkles are ugly, it's sad to be old, we feel shame and embarrassment instead of taking pride in the accomplishment of aging and enjoying the many benefits of aging. And that is internalized bias when it becomes part of our identity, typically unconsciously. By blinding us to the benefits of aging and heightening our fears, ageism makes growing older so much harder than it has to be. It damages our sense of self, it segregates us, it diminishes our prospects, especially in employment, and it actually shortens lives. There is a happier, healthier alternative. Wake up to the ageist messages that frame 2/3 of our lives as decline, cheer up, and push back. I'm looking forward to talking about all this with Chris Ribelow soon. Please join us.